Hey everybody, this is Sarah with the Rope Dart Academy. This is a recap video for my class Dark Planes and Spinouts that I taught at Dart Democracy. It was a great event, I had so much fun, so here's a recap of the class. Real quick, a few things we did go over at the beginning of the class is lead and anchor. So for right-handed people, your lead will be your right hand and your anchor will be your left hand. For left-handed people, your lead will be your left hand and your anchor will be your right hand. Another thing we went over was wheel and wall plane. These are two terms we use during class. Your wall plane is when you're standing feet about shoulder width apart and you're facing this way, meaning that if the dart is spinning in front of you, it looks like it's creating a wall. Your wheel plane is when you're in your home position with your anchor foot forward, lead foot back. The dart is spinning next to you as if you're in a car and the dart is the wheel. Another thing we covered is a straight line. So we're doing a lot of stepping in rope dart. Stepping on a straight line is going to make sure your planes are really clean. So when you're stepping, you're trying to keep your feet next to each other, like that. And lastly, we went over the difference between a pendulum swing and an actual spin or rotation. As I'm teaching and you're hearing these words, sometimes people get confused. They'll toss the dart under their leg, which should be a rotation. They do that instead and can't figure out why it doesn't work. It's just a good thing to keep in mind the difference between a pendulum swing and a spin. Okay, so dark plane happens when you enter your dark wall, which is behind you, from your anchor side, meaning the dart does not cross in front of you first and then go behind you. It actually originates from your anchor side. You can enter your dark wall from your wall plane, or you can enter your dark wall from your wheel plane. Either way, the dart is originating from your anchor side. So now we're going to go over some of the entrances we learned. Here we go. We started with a simple anchor hand pendulum, entering from our anchor side behind the back. Next, we used the jade entrance, tossing the dart under our anchor leg, catching with our lead hand, and then throwing out under our lead leg, leaving us in dark wall plane. Then we learned an anchor side neck toss. Tossing the dart over your anchor side neck, catching it in your lead hand. Your lead foot steps into your opposite wall plane toward your anchor side. You toss the dart out and you are left in your dark wall plane. We also briefly covered how to use a neck tracer to get into a dark wall plane. With a lead spin and the dart in your anchor hand, enter your tracer. As the dart comes down, catch it in your lead hand. Your lead foot will step towards your anchor side into opposite wall plane. As you complete the rotation, shoot the dart out. You're now in dark wall plane. Lastly, we covered how to use an anchor holster hop to get into your dark wall plane. This time, as you complete your holster hop, simply allow it to exit out behind you instead of in front of you. You'll be left in your dark wall plane. Now we're going to go over the two techniques we learned. The first technique we learned was a dark belt wrap into an anchor elbow shot with a spinning exit. Here's what it looks like. We're going to enter dark plane with a jade entrance. Pulling the dart back with our lead thumb into a dark belt wrap. Allow the dart to rest on your anchor wrist. Then allow it to pendulum back toward your lead side and land on your lead wrist. Notice how I let go of the line with my lead thumb. Grab the leash with your lead hand and create a lead spin. Your anchor elbow will stick out straight ahead of you to set up an anchor elbow shot. The footwork for this shot is going to be your lead foot stepping into your opposite wall plane towards your anchor side, and then your anchor side stepping back one more, landing you right where you started. Add that footwork to the shot, and you will have a beautiful spinning exit. Next, we went over a dark belt wrap with pokies into a spinning exit. This time we're using our lead elbow to shoot the dart out, not our anchor elbow. Let's see what that looks like. Jade entrance to enter our dark wall plane, and we're going to pull the dart back into a dark belt wrap on our anchor wrist, on our lead wrist. This time you're going to want to keep the dart hooked into your lead thumb. From here, we will turn from our wall plane into our wheel plane so that we can do our pokies into our spinning exit. Tossing the dart up into a figure 8 using a lead spin, you're going to toss the dart up and turn into your wheel plane and allow the dart to land on your lead elbow to do your pokies. When you're ready, we're going to complete the same footwork as before to spin out of this beautiful technique. I really hope you guys enjoyed the class Dart Planes and Spinouts. I can't wait for the next Dart Democracy event. Thank you so much to the organizers and to everybody who participated. Mwah! Love you all. Dart life.